Greetings mere mortals, my name is Sean Shooping and welcome to my lab. This video is all about something that I've created and I need your help to tell me if I'm batshit crazy or if I should carry on doing what I'm doing. But basically I've had a lot of fun with it. So I've been screwing around with Openstack for at least the last 4 or 5 years and I love it. It accelerates my learning and all that kind of thing. But I kind of want to share that with people. Let's say this all takes off and every day people are coming to me and they'll be like, hey dude, you've got like an Openstack cloud, can I use it? I don't want to be like inundated, not that this will ever happen, but I don't want to be inundated with like people sending me emails or saying, hey dude, where's my Openstack access? Now to my knowledge, there's no Openstack bolt-on that you can go and say, well, I have Openstack, I want a Openstack self-service portal. So I went out and I built my own. Please note that I've refrained from using the word developed because this is not developing, this is just straight up hacking. Okay, so whether this is hacking or developing, whatever, at the end of the day, what I've come up with actually does what it says on the label. It's up to you to decide whether it's stupid or whether it's cool. Okay, so the easiest way for me to explain what I've built and how it works is to actually walk you through what happens when, say, Joe Soap comes along and decides, hey, yeah, cool, Sean, I want to use your cloud. What does he actually do? Where does he go? The first thing that I needed to do is that I needed to create some kind of landing page or portal or whatever. So I just went into Google Sites and I hacked up a quick 3-pager, and this is basically where the user starts. So it says, greetings mere mortal, welcome to the project. Tells you what the project's for. Click here to check out the terms and conditions, so you can go over and you can read the terms and conditions, what it is, things to know, available resources, and then if the users understand the terms and conditions and are still interested, they can go ahead and click the register form below. I've just spun up a brand new mailbox for YouTube at dev0.co.za. The Openstack project can be called YouTube, why not? And then just for fun, would you like to join the Dev0 Openstack community on my Slack channel? By default it says no thanks. We can go ahead and we can say yes, we can sign up for the Openstack Slack channel. Let's make sure we're not a malicious piece of code. I'm not a robot. And then we need to agree to the terms before we can continue. So I just showed you the terms on the previous page so that we can agree to that. Click submit and we get sent off to the thank you page. And it says, cool, your request has been submitted for approval. Now, interestingly, in the background, what's happening is that on my Dev0 Slack channel, I've got a new Slack request. And at the bottom, you can see that there's a little character called Chappy, and it asked me a little bit of a question. Now, my thinking there is that there's going to be a little bit of an approval process before Joe Soap or YouTube is actually allowed into the cloud. So that's one of the things that's still work in progress, but in terms of the rest of the functionality, all of the rest of the stuff is still working. So up until now, the user's gone and filled out the form requesting access into the cloud, and what would actually happen is that the form would have mailed the user back. So if we go have a look over here, we can see that, cool, we've got your response. So that's just a little bit of a receipt of acknowledgement from the user side. Now, what the approval process is it's basically just a workflow that gets kicked out of my automation engine. And my automation engine is Ansible Tower or AWX. Now, if you haven't seen my AWX Ansible video, I'm going to put a link in the description for you to go check that out. That's a hoot. But for the purposes of this, what I'm going to do is that I'm going to go into Ansible, and over here we've got an Openstack authorized workflow. So I'm going to just kick this job off, and basically what this job is going to do is that it's going to go retrieve the information that's just been captured on the form, and it's actually going to inject that user into Openstack. What it should also do is that it should actually mail the user back the user credentials so that they can log into the Openstack cloud. Okay, playbook successful. Let's see if we have a new mail. So if we refresh this, ooh, Openstack registration has been approved. And this is the mail that the user gets back. So you're awesome. Thanks for participating in the project. Go log in over here. Here are your username. Here is your username and password. Now, is this an ideal way to give the user their credentials back? No, not necessarily. But I did say please change your password at next login. So if we go over to the Openstack dashboard and we use the credentials, excellent, we're in. So once we're in, we can see that we haven't used any of our instances. We've got a quota of 1 floating IP. We've got 1 router, and if we go down here, we can see that we're on the Openstack cloud as YouTube. Now we can actually start using the Openstack cloud. Okay, so now that I've walked you through my creation, as I said at the beginning of the video, you need to decide whether this is stupid or whether this is cool and that I should carry on doing what I'm doing. What I'm going to do is that I'm going to be releasing this as a 2-part video series, and in the second part I'm going to do a technical deep dive of the technologies that I've used, the code that I've hacked up, and some of the challenges that I've faced in coming up with this. If you've liked this video, give it a like and give it a comment, and if you enjoy geeky stuff like this, please consider subscribing to my channel. Once you've liked and subscribed and you want to play with Openstack, head on over to try.openstack.dev0.co.za and request access. Lastly, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.